So welcome everybody. We are John and Vikki Downey from Corona, California. We can't make that up. I say it every time, but it cracks me up. Probably pretty soon we could stop saying it, but 100-plus-year-old city here, and we get smacked with that name this year. But we are excited that you had a friend possibly invite you on, and we're going to be sharing about the incredible Neora products, the perks side of Neora as well, and the fact that we are in the midst of a global launch. We just launched China. So to tell us a tiny bit about us, and then we'll jump right in. We've been married 32 years. I can't believe it.
Well, I can.
We're always the joker. I used to be a teacher, as I was saying before we started the recording, and because of a side gig very similar to this, I was able to retire myself, and now I'm unemployable. I still feel like I'm teaching. I still feel like I'm making a difference. Actually, sad to say, but even more so, but it's with adults, right? And John,
yeah, so I used to be a police officer, and Vic said I still kind of am. I work for free now, I guess it is. Well, how stupid is that? I go in as a reservist, so I still, I was able to retire early thanks to what we're going to share with you today. And I'm so thankful for that option, because I would have stayed on for about another 9 years. That was my plan, to stay on another 9 years. And 2 years ago, I was able to have the option of just walking away. And so I did. And now I'm just enjoying staying home. And I said, well, you know what? I still like to go in. It's not that I hated my job, or I love the people I worked with. So now I get to go in and do it a couple of times a month for $0. It actually cost me money to go in, but I still like doing it.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't have to. That's the best part.
Yeah, really cool. But you know, the beautiful thing about the products, they work, they're incredible. But if any of you are just kind of entertaining the thought of a side business, something that you work alongside what you already do, this is the one. This is tailor-made for busy people. So we're going to jump right in. We actually have a PowerPoint presentation, but I promise it's not going to be death by PowerPoint. How many of you have been part of those where you're thinking, not another slide? We're going to have some fun quizzes in the middle of it. And we have an amazing friend on here who is going to be tallying the guesses from we're going to just have 2 quizzes. So you want to take notes, because you're going to win some full-size Neora products just for jumping on. We love that. I love winning some things. So let's get started. All right. And I may need help. Sometimes I need help. Oh, no, it doesn't look like I do for once.
Yay.
Yay. All right. So better with Neora. You know, you might be wondering, why am I better with Neora? And we've got 2 slides there for you. So you know what? Hang on a second. This might be the wrong PowerPoint.
It is.
Stop the share for a second. Oh boy.
So you just keep talking and we'll figure out the right PowerPoint.
Okay. I think I need to open the new one.
That's the other one.
We just, before you guys popped on, I think it's still in Dropbox.
Oh,
before you guys popped on, we saved it for you. Maybe I should look for it and you can talk about China. How about that? The exciting things about China.
Yeah, so while Vic's looking for this, there's a really cool opportunity, and it just kind of fell in our laps, and we just found out about it. It was just started in May, like halfway through the month, and it's that we're going to actually be able to tap into a consumer powerhouse, which is mainland China. And I know a lot of people are thinking, why China? Well, it's because they have so many people and so many consumers in that country. It makes sense to have a business there, or at least have your business in that country, or able to work in that country. And to get that agreement with the Chinese government, I know it was really difficult, and it was a long time in the works. They've been working on this Neora's been working on this for an awful long time. I know more than a year, and they finally were able to get an agreement with the Chinese government. And it's really interesting how they're doing it. It's a little different than how our Neora business works here in the US, but it's still tied to it. So it's still a part of it. So all the volume that we're going to have from China is still going to go through all of our businesses, yours and ours and everybody else's. So that's really cool. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get into the PowerPoint. That we've got the right one now.
I found it. And thank you. Yes, we are all human. That's the beautiful thing. But I love hearing about China. Maybe it was God intervening there, because you might be thinking, well, gosh, I have a few friends that are of Chinese descent. Wow, I could refer them. This is really cool. So we'll get into that, but yay, we found it. Okay. All right. So on with Better with Neora. So many of you may or may not know, but it is an incredible company and people are talking about it. We've been in business 9 years, approaching 10 this August. It's incredible as you see all the magazines there. We have not ever paid for an ad in any of these magazines. This is all the editors being handed a product or a friend telling them about a Neora product. They use it and then they put it as their editor's choice, you guys, in these magazines. And to me, that's better than any paid for advertising on the planet. And what's special about our products is that they're one and done. They replace multiple products. So as you see here, no room for fluff. They're also plant-based, they're natural. There aren't a bunch of fillers in them. So, and you see the key ingredients of ours on the right-hand side. Our Age IQ night cream is the Neora product. I think you probably figured that out, right? But not just one key ingredient like most other companies is in the example on the left. But we have all of those. I mean, somebody should count those and put them in the chat. It is a crazy amount, and it's no wonder it repairs so many skin issues. This is actually my friend Anna, and this was only her 2-week photo. So we actually ask you to take your own photos, take your afters, and you see for yourself. If it's not for you, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee too. So this is our friend Jess. He lives about 40 minutes from us. He is in his 60s, you guys, and on the left-hand side, he was using a cream from his dermatologist and actually was getting, I believe, the last I talked to him, it was steroid shots, and he still looked like the left-hand side. So not making medical claims, but our one night cream did this in 30 days.
Yeah, so Jess's before picture there was actually after everything else his dermatologist tried.
Exactly, exactly. So here are some more pictures of all skin types. We want you to know it's every ethnicity. That's what I love about our night cream, especially, actually all of our products. They're for every age, they're for every ethnicity, whether it's wellness or skincare. Here's some more. This is using some of our targeted enhancers. This is our Luma Boost Brightening and Shield. And look at the difference, you guys. You can see the left-hand side is the before. I don't even need to tell you. And look at the right. This is actually our sun with our night cream. Now we have an acne pad that came out from our Princeton University laboratory, but this isn't even that. That works great, but our son had this problem on the top for years, and we had him to every dermatologist possible. We felt like we tried everything, right? And look what Neora did. That was just the night cream in the bottom picture after well over a year, but gosh, it totally gave him his confidence back. Again, more pictures. This is our friend, and I think she's on the Zoom, Barbie Morningstar on the left-hand side, you guys. This is what it did for her, and she could put some comments in the chat. You can ask her any questions, but as you see there, she says a 20-year fight and Neora's 90-day win, and her skin looks better now. This was way back when. And the right photo is our daughter using the acne treatment pads. Nothing was solving her maskne, if you will, her chin acne. It was really frustrating, as you guys all know if you have kids, and these products are amazing. Well, another targeted enhancer are eye patches. And if you actually just take your eyes from the top to the bottom and just skip over the center, you really get the effect of what the patches are doing in 20 minutes. That's it. That is 20 minutes. Molecules from our Princeton University laboratory in there. This is our eye serum, you guys. So it has 2 key ingredients, one that repairs the skin over time, and one that actually works instantly without damaging the pH of your skin. I know this is a wow. We can't really see the chat, but I'm assuming somebody's putting wow in there. We saw that the chat kind of dropped down, and there's John having some fun. This is actually John. We were at a resort and I was wearing my eye patches and he put his on and he's all, but wait, I said, I want to take a picture. He goes, well, yeah, but let's do it the manly ways. I love that. So we like to have fun in Neora. That's another thing that you'll find about our culture. Here is a bigger picture of the Illuma Boost. Another one of our friends that won $3,000, you guys. We have a contest, a 90-day contest, and you can all join as a customer or as what we call a brand partner. We can all be in the running for number one is $3,000, then 1,000 is second place, and 500 is third. All right, and then our firming cream. Holy cow, this is such a good example of women struggling after they give birth where the skin is stretched out, right? You can clearly tell she's thin, she's eating healthy, she's probably working out, but the skin just doesn't go back naturally. Well, we have a plant-based incredible product that pulls and tightens that skin back. It also works on cellulite. That's our firming cream. Yes, liquid Spanx, I'm seeing the chat. Here's some more pictures that are just, you guys have to try it for yourself. And I tell you, use it for 90 days. You want to stick with it for 90, and then you can taper off and kind of remain where you want to be, but don't just give it a 30-day try. Seriously. So we have some sales. We've got some sales this month. So this is for the US and Hong Kong, and hang on everybody in the other countries, your slide's next. This month, you buy our incredible firming cream, and we didn't even talk about our blue light blocking SPF 40 natural reef safe sunscreen, you guys, that goes on beautifully, gives you a matte finish. I actually use it as my foundation primer. It's half off. It's half off, you guys. Incredible. So you buy your firm and you get that half off. We all need that with how much we're on our devices now. And then in Canada, Mexico, Colombia, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, you've got your firming cream special. You get the Illuma Boost as your half off. Isn't that cool? And you saw so many photos. That $3,000 winner was with the Illuma Boost product. That actually brightens the skin. It helps with hyperpigmentation issues, brown spots, red spots, so much. Now let's jump into our ProLux, our hair care system. This is groundbreaking as well. I'm gonna talk as I go along. All hair types, here we go. Again, all our skincare is for all skin types, oily, dry combination, right? You don't have to pick a system for that. Same with our ProLux. There's one system for the entire family. This is actually on the right-hand side, our friend Wendy, and she was getting keratin treatments and Brazilian blowouts. And now after using ProLux, she is making those last longer. And look how gorgeous her hair. She always says, I have a chia pet head, and her words, not ours. But look at that, fantastic. She's over in Kentucky, and more people, just one use of the mask, you guys, on this one. I had similar results to this. If you have wavy, unruly hair, it helps tame that. If you even have straight hair, but it looks a little messy when you let it air dry, it helps with that. It helps it look thicker as well. And this is really our groundbreaking part of it. Is we have a product called IntelliGray, or an ingredient called IntelliGray that's in it that's bringing pigment back at the root. And this is 4 months. And I'm going to actually show you John. Look at John's photo. So look to the left-hand side. At the top, you'll see that's his before. Look at all that gray on the left, and look at the right. And this was only after 5 months. It's not overnight, but I tell you what, us going so strongly into, we're in the Philippines too, and we're in Japan, and now we're going into China. That John is half Japanese. There's something special when you can help. Sorry if this is generalizing. How do I say this nicely?
Oh boy.
The Asian people don't want the grays. They don't. And this is helping. Is that a nice way to say it? Maybe I should have let you say it.
No.
I just know from John's family and, so many women that I know, hair is a big thing in all ethnicities.
They start out with like jet black hair, and then a lot of most turn gray.
Yeah, really quickly. Yeah. It also helps with this. Now we can't make medical claims. And if I talk about what's going on in the left-hand side at the top, you know what's going on there. If I say the word that's happening. That's technically a medical term. So I'm just going to let you guys see for yourselves, and the same thing happening. It's amazing. And I want to show you, well, I'm going to show you something else in a minute, but let's stop for a second. And we're going to do the first quiz. Are you guys ready? Is this fun? All right. So if you're a brand partner and you're on, please no comment. You can't answer. So I'm seeing some of you guys, no, because you'll give the answer away if I do. And so, you know what? I'm going to make it easy on you. It's one of the last things I talked about. So you have to put that, Barbie's doing a frowny face. In the comments, tell us what is the name of the ingredient that is in that Prolux, the hair care product, that is bringing that pigment back at the root. Does anyone remember? Were you taking notes? Put that in the comments. We want you to win. And we're gonna carry on, but go ahead and put that in the comments and we'll keep going. And if nobody guesses, we could always ask another question later. All right. Oops. So now jumping into wellness, because many of you, maybe you're not interested in skincare or hair care, but you're a big proponent of wellness and you want those botanically based natural products. That's what you have with Neora on every single product, botanically based, years and years of science, decades of science actually, and many of our key ingredients come from our Princeton University laboratory. So we'll jump in. These are just a few of our wellness products, 360 degrees of wellness, we like to say. You're anti-aging from the inside out, guys. And isn't that what everybody wants? The world wants that, right? With holistic products. So EHT is our brain health supplement. If you know anybody that struggles with memory, focus, recall, quick story, got to tell you, my mom's 83 and she was struggling big time with memory. And this has given her a 180-degree turnaround. I'll tell you the two contributors to the funding, two main contributors, there were a lot, including a grant from the National Institute of Health. That's huge. That's called a clue, right? That we have something very special if the National Institute of Health is going to give us a grant for that. But the Alzheimer's Foundation and the Michael J. Fox Foundation also gave money to this 20 plus years of research, you guys. So you guys can connect the dots. If you have kids that are e-learning right now, and I know a lot of them just got out, but they're still, you're thinking about the coming new year or school year, definitely get your hands on this. The entire family needs it. Youth Factor is our other product that is incredible for boosting your immune system, especially right now. EHT does that too. It does so many things that I didn't even talk about that. It helps with your immune system as well. And so does this Youth Factor. Our entire family has not been sick in 5 years since Youth Factor came out. Seriously, when we start to get a little of the sniffles, we drink 2 of the drinks. You'll see there on the right, that Youth Factor Tall Slim container is a powder that you pour into a drink, and you have 1 a day. And then the leftmost is our Vitality Complex that helps with cellular energy, and both have a complex for the skin called NAA. I mean, it is just full, as you see on the left-hand side, full of so many ingredients all in one. So it takes the guesswork out of going to the vitamin shop or GNC. There's our Youth Factor. And guess what else Youth Factor does? It helps with your hair. This is not Prolux. This is just from our Youth Factor. Okay, so I want you to understand that. And this one, okay, the left is me and the right is our friend Barbie, who's actually on here. We both could not grow our hair past our shoulders. Look at that in both cases. And since taking the Youth Factor for 5 years, not stopping, and the addition of the Prolux, look at our hair now. Look at Barbie's hair on the right-hand side. It is full and rich. And that's the other cool thing about Prolux. It keeps the color. If you do, I didn't throw that in. I know we're on wellness now, but it's amazing what these 2 products in tandem do for you. And our Sleep and Energy Chews are second to none. They're like a little Starburst. They, again, have just natural ingredients. They have adaptogens in them. get more information from your brand partner. Our whole family swears by these too. Our son's a weightlifter, and he got off of got off of the energy drinks that are so not good for you, so full of so many chemicals. And he takes his sleepies and he calls it, sleepies and his wakies. So the wakies helped him get, and he's 29.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's kind of funny, but he is now, and you might know somebody like that, addicted to energy drinks, and this is your answer. We also have our brand new Neora Fit product that just came out in January. The results are insane. Your brand partner on here can be texting you some more photos, but it's a simple system. It's doing what is called fat browning, and that's a whole nother seminar. We will send you videos on what fat browning is, but you can actually Google it. It's a real thing. It's fairly new technology, and we're the only company that has it. And I'm sure that there may be copycatters. I shouldn't say that, but ours is incredible and the results are amazing. Just check out the results. It's just 3 packets you take morning, noon, and night, just to keep it so simplistic, and look at the change. And this is just some basic photos. Again, your brand partner will send you more. I've lost inches. I'm feeling so healthy. So many people say their joints feel better. There's fit people taking it that don't even need to lose inches. So time for the next quiz. You guys ready for the next quiz? We got the sun coming in here.
Mhm.
All right. So the next quiz. I've got my little handy dandy notes here. Okay, let's see. Oh, well, that's not wellness. Shoot. Let me think. Can you think of a wellness one? How about EHT? EHT, that brain health supplement, came out of how many years of research from our Princeton University laboratory? Only the guests can guess. No brand partners, please. How many years of research from that Princeton lab? Anybody? Okay, so you just think about it, and then we will come back. All right, and we're